G'day, thanks for watching. Let's take a look at the S&P and Nasdaq. I brought some data in for the S&P and it bounced off the FLD and said, no, not at this stage. So it's a little bit important that we track this VTL here. We can't put it down there because it's already broken. So we'll go to there. And the other thing that we can do is we can put an FLD projection on. Just turn that ray off. And I prefer to do these projections in blue. Nothing special one way or the other. So we anticipate where this might cross. Well, it's going to have to cross soon. Otherwise, it's going to be down here. So we need to get the cross by there. Duplicate this. And, well, the earliest that it's going to cross is today's trading, which is Friday, the 17th of October. And of course, we can join that up. Not that we really have to, but probably just makes it nice in the end. Again, we can use something like blue. Does light blue exist? And if there's going to be a cross, we'd be anticipating some sort of a break somewhere up there, a break two up there. The problem with this is that it's forecasting a high at the time for the 20-day low. So none of that's looking really positive. But that's why we have this, that's why we have this VTL in place. I'll certainly be gone from my long positions if this breaks down, because I'm anticipating that it won't tip until it breaks all-time highs, and then it'll tip into this time over here, which is middle of November. Now let's have a look at that on the weekly. Let's just update our information here. Nothing special. So the real issue is the 40-week low. Well, when I say issue, it's just the next thing on the list. So we're looking at this cycle here. And it's suggesting a low around about there. And of course, that low points to the center of this orb. And the overlap of these two orbs gives us the 40-week zone. Now, 40-week, usually down for 2 or 3 weeks, even in an uptrend. Here's the old one. So something in the past to reference. That was down for, what, 3 weeks? So could this be the start of it? Well, it's possible. Now, I've got long positions running from this 20-week low here, and I don't want to give any profit back. Well, you always give some back, but I don't want to give a lot back. So if price goes down through that upward sloping VTL I'll be gone. Because at some stage, whether this goes up and breaks all-time highs and then tips over into here, it might be a bit noticeable. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. So here we are on the weekly. Bring in some data. Well, same sort of hesitation there. Oh, we've got an FLD forecast up here based on the 40-week FLD, and hasn't quite made it. I'd be surprised if it doesn't make it, given the strength of the underlying uptrend. And then we've got our zone over here, which is quite large on the weekly. So this certainly has another, well, 3-4 weeks where it could still be pushing up and then drop. Let's see what it looks like here on the daily. Well, that makes that 40-day very wrong. Nothing wrong with being wrong, except staying wrong. And we're not going to stay wrong. Same story. No need to go through it all. The same as the S&P. I'm still expecting that it'll break. We'll get 20-day and then a bit further out over here. We've got overlapping orbs. So we can't take much notice of the lime green orb, but we can certainly put the overlaps of these other ones in. And that gives us a period into the future, which is, well, surprise, surprise, somewhere near the same time as the S&P, so mid to late November at this stage. Okay, thanks for watching.